All right, let's do an electrical walkthrough. We are outside. As you can see, they're not finished, but who cares? We got an outdoor receptacle here. Okay, it's got to be weather resistant and tamper resistant. It is. And it doesn't have to be an in-use cover. People say, it's got to be an in-use cover. No, it's don't. You got a damn roof above it that goes out 6 feet. Okay, and every single receptacle inside a house has got to be tamper resistant. They all are. They all are. Up here we have a smoke detector. We haven't gotten our meter yet, so that's why I haven't, actually activated it. Here's a bedroom, another smoke detector. You gotta have smoke detectors in all bedrooms, living room, hallways, stuff like that. And if you ever have to do smoke detectors, make sure you put them up within the first few feet of going into a bedroom. You don't put the smoke detector in that corner. And the reason is say if there's a fire out here in the living room and that smoke detector, for whatever reason, malfunctions, that smoke is going to go through that door into this room. It's going to get to this smoke detector first before it gets to that person sleeping over there on the bed. Now, if you had the bed over here and the smoke detector over there, then, they say that smoke would be, it could get to them first. Okay, so here is the kitchen. Okay, so we got like one countertop circuit there, another countertop circuit there. So that's 2 circuits for the kitchen, plus the dishwasher. So that's three circuits right here. 3 circuits, baby. And let's look under here. Now, originally, I had a box back here that I was going to do this GFI, but when they put it in the sheetrocker cabinets, they covered it up. So I had to crawl under the house, splice into the dishwasher circuit, put a junction box, come out of it, and run this Smurf tube as a sleeve, and throw an external surface mounted raised cover box with a GFI. And I'll just plug in, baby. But they don't have the dishwasher yet, so that's why it's like that. So, and whenever I do new houses, I always put the receptacle for the dishwasher under the sink, because a lot of times they don't even know where the dishwasher's going yet, or the drawings are wrong, they don't have the drawings. So put it under the sink and fish out later. Plus, if you was to put the receptacle, I don't care if it's in the wall, right here, with your plug in and all that right here, you might not be able to push your dishwasher all the way back. So I've always done it like that. Now, but the thing is if you do your connection behind the dishwasher, you have to have a switch up here to cut it off, a kill switch, a disconnect. So by putting it under the sink, you gotta do all that. You just open the cabinet, boom, there you go. So that's 3 circuits. That's 4 circuits. That's gonna be a stove up here. They don't have like a hood or a microwave or something like that under there. And the refrigerator is going here. Everything in the kitchen's got to be on GFI. I'd put a GFI right here because the refrigerator will be in front of it, and the inspectors don't like that every single time. Even if it's a refrigerator that rolls out pretty easy, the inspector will be like, you can't put a GFI there because they won't be able to get to it. So, but in case you was wondering about these folks, these are GFI protected. They're protected by this one right here. This one's going to protect that one, and these 2 right there. This one protects that one. Out here's your laundry room. You want to have your dryer down there. Wash machine up here. Always put my wash machine plug up kind of high, so if it ever trips, they can reset it. You know, put it down too low, and the inspector will be like, "Oh, they gonna get to it. They gonna get to it." Okay. Now let's go back through this house. Okay, that's a return intake for the heat and air system. I didn't do that. I'm not qualified. I don't know how to do that. But he's got to come back and put his like grate or a little something to go over. I don't know. But if you notice, this is technically a hallway, and you're supposed to have a smoke detector up there, but you know, that's a little, you know, from the edge of that intake to that wall is a little bit less than 3 feet. And the inspectors will be like, "You can't have a smoke detector within 3 feet." So I didn't do it. Here's another smoke detector. This is where the attic's going to be. They got to put in their attic thing right there. And this right here, we're going to have a remote for the fan. It's got a sensor. Okay. GFI over here by the sink. Okay, and we've got our light up here and a fan there. They don't have the vanity light yet, so I just put up a blank cover. This is the master bedroom. Okay, we had to do some painting and patching there. Okay, so we got 2 switches, one for the fan, one for the can lights. You know, this is for the fan. There's a can light there, and another can light. Here is our panel. Okay, so here we go. If you notice, I got like, let's see, bathroom, another bathroom. Okay, I actually got 2 bathroom GFI dedicated circuits. You don't have to do that. You could have put them all on one circuit, you know. But, see, here's the master bathroom right here. Master bathroom with a GFI here. For me, it was just real simple to go from there to that panel. Or go from that panel there and go from the panel to there, to the other bathroom. You know? So, plus it ain't nothing but a $6 breaker. Come on. And again, they don't have the vanity light, so I just put a blank cover. For now, they'll just have to use that light. Bam! So, that's that. All right, let's go outside. Wow, I didn't realize this video was going to be this long. Okay. So there's your other outdoor receptacle. No in-use cover. Again, don't need it. There he is. They got to bring up the meter and all that. I don't know why the guy ain't called for a power release yet, but GC is supposed to do that. That goes down to your ground rods. They don't have the heat pump in yet. And they're slacking. I'm just faster than everybody. Okay, so I put this up the other day. That's going to go into the heat pump. And here's your in-use cover right here. So you can sit the plug up through there. Here's why you need in-use covers, because when it rains, it's going to get wet. So, there you go. Go under this house. Okay. Here's a big infraction a lot of people always forget. Anytime you put in lights underneath a house, you have to, you know, if it's this kind that breaks, if you hit it, then you have to put this little cage around it as a guard, or they won't pass your inspection. They're actually going to put the water heater under the house right there. So I got that whip ready for that. Okay. Good. Okay. So that's going to be my switch for that. See, there's that dishwasher circuit I said I had spliced into. I went up through there and bam. So that's that. Oh yeah, and anytime you have a unit, you have to have a service receptacle out here beside it. So if I don't have this outdoor receptacle next to this unit that's going here, I fail inspection. And there you go.